Hi everybody. So once again, we have a video that I really do not relish making. In approximately 10 days time, the World Economic Forum, that big bad globalist outfit who has been trying to basically rule the world, weirdly enough. I feel like Dr. Evil when I say that, rule the world. Anyway, but um they are trying it again, and their new little game is that they've already had 194 countries sign on to this. I don't know what you call it. Is it a treaty? I'm not sure. I guess you'd call it a treaty. But they've all signed on, and they're going to vote, basically, I guess, to ratify. And I'm not sure how it works for them because they're not exactly. I don't know. There's like, I don't even know what they are. Like an organization, a fund, it's whatever. They're going to vote it into being that. How you say it this way? People are saying it so very bluntly, stripping the sovereignty away from these nations that sign on to it. While that is in effect what will happen, there's a step prior to it, and I think that people do disservice when they say it's going to strip or ratify. Strip the sovereignty away from countries. Um, yes, but that is not what's going to happen. It's not going to be the vote and then the sovereignty stripped away. It's not like that. The contract, whatever you want to say it is, itself says this, that when the WHO decides there is a health emergency for any one or country or globally, they then, once they declare the emergency, they then will be given 100% full rule over said country or the world. That's what they mean by stripping the sovereignty away from countries. Well, that's true. So it won't be, a lot of people make it sound like they're going to vote and then tomorrow you won't have a country. What they're going to do is very obvious. I mean, they're going to vote and why wouldn't it be yes? Okay. They're going to vote, and then there's going to be a time frame. There's going to be some moments in between so that people calm down, so that people go, oh, see, nothing happened. Everything's fine. Everybody's panicking for no reason. Yeah, they're going to do that on purpose. They're not going to do it like the next day. I mean, that would be retarded. Nobody would do that, okay? So what they're going to do is they're going to wait it out. They're going to wait it out. And they're going to cook up a new lie that there's a new health emergency, either create a new virus or something to release into the system, something. So that, or they might do it one country at a time at first, testing the waters to see if the people will follow, if the countries will do what they say they'll do. From what I understand, there's also a 6-month period where any of these countries that are signed on to it can pull out, like you do any kind of like I don't know, return back thing. You got so much time to return it. It's kind of like that. So they may wait past that 6 months. I mean, I'm sure they will wait past that 6 months, but then they're going to start testing the waters, right? It'll be one country at a time. Maybe smaller countries, but so bigger countries like ours won't notice or won't care. Oh, it's just a little country, they're just trying to keep it safe. Da 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 da. Well, yeah. Then they'll lower the boom. Maybe a year, maybe 2 years from now, they'll lower the boom. Suddenly there's a new pandemic, be it something huge like Ebola or, something big, something bad, something that will make people very, very scared. And they'll go, oh yeah, this is what it's for. And the WHO will go, yeah, total lockdown, and just totally strip the sovereignty from all the countries. That is the plan. That is what's going to happen. And they said it. The worst part is, if you want to go to the World Economic Forum, start watching the speeches, seeing how things are talked about. They don't hide it. They point blank said that they want the reset to happen by 2025. So they have a 2030 plan. They had a 2021 agenda. It didn't work the way they wanted it to, and I think that's why they just decided to go all in. Okay. The 2030 plan has been scrapped for 2025. So yeah, we're in 2022. So yeah, wouldn't be so out of the realm that they would wait a couple years before they would truly lower the boom, right? Because they want the reset, the global reset, to happen by 2025. There's only one way of doing that, and they think this contract will be the answer. And I'm not to be mean, but a lot of the people who have taken the shot will be gone by then too, and they do want less population. Plus, we got a famine coming. More than likely, the United States, the larger countries that can survive on their own, that have wealth in their own right, we won't starve. We won't like that. There's less things in the store to choose from, but we won't starve. Okay, um, but little countries that don't have anything, yeah, they'll starve. They'll starve. So they're banking on this stuff to happen, I believe, prior to lowering the boom with this contract. So I'm just letting you guys know that this is what's going on, and this is something that you need to pray against. It seems like it's, inevitable, because why wouldn't they vote yes, right? Or why wouldn't they do it? But God can do anything, and you have to tell yourself that every day. God can do anything. It doesn't matter what Satan says. It doesn't matter what this world thinks. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. God can do anything. And you bring God into your life. You bring God into your world. You take back your world for God, our little bit of land. You speak that into existence, and each one of us little grains of salt will make good things happen in this world. That can happen. So think of it like that. Pray against it. Pray all goodness to come into this world, to once again morality, decency, ethics, protection of our children, all these things come back into our world, that we bring them into our world. This can happen. We can turn this boat around. Whether it happens, whether we accomplish that or not, it's a whole other thing. But we can do it. It's possible. With God, all things are possible. All right, God bless.